Yo, YouTube, what's up? It's Aeghis, back with another video. This one is going to be covering an ability called Radiant Spark, which has actually caused a lot of confusion, I've noticed, because I've gotten lots of comments on my YouTube channel, comments on my stream, asking when do I use this ability, do I include it with my Arcane Surge, is this even worth a talent point? And the answer to all these questions will be answered in this video. To start off, I want to say 90% of the times that you're going to be using a Radiant Spark is outside of your Arcane Surge. So I'll show you what a pretty common, maybe like 80 to 90% of the times that you're going to be using Radiant Spark is going to be something like this. So let's just say that you need four Arcane charges, sorry. And then I also try to always have a clear casting proc before I use it. So I have one now. What I would do is I could use my unused trinket, Radiant Spark, and then missiles for 3. And then you want to blast, barrage. And the reason why you do it like this is because you have your clear casting, which you're going to consume, which gives you the 2 times nether precision buff, which increases your arcane blast damage. You're going to stop your missiles at 3 so that you can basically skip the pointless damage modifiers of Radiant Spark, which are the lower end, like the 10 and the 20%. And then you're gonna get to let me get my charges, and then you get to the third one. Let me just do one more, and then you want to blast that, which is going to consume your first nether precision, and then blast barrage on the 4th one. And the reason why you're like blast barraging is because both of those abilities are going to get consumed by the 40%. They're both going to be affected by the 40%. So the blast is going to do 40% more, and the barrage is going to do 40% more. So that's why this ability is pretty strong in my opinion, because of this interaction. So you basically just get a bunch of damage, and like I said, that's how you're using Radiant Spark. You're using it as its own modifier to kind of what I call create damage out of thin air, because as Arcane you have a lot of damage where if I just sit here and cast Arcane Blast, I'm doing a lot of damage. I don't need cooldowns to sit here and do damage. Just me sitting here and casting regular abilities, my normal damage rotation, like I just crit 80k with no modifiers. So that's what I mean, like you basically want to use it to just modify your normal damage. So you can see here I get it to 3, blast, barrage, and then you can see I had a non-crit 90k barrage there with no Arcane Surge. So that's how you're using it 90% of the times. Now I'll go into when I use it with Arcane Surge, which is not very often. I just now noticed shifting power doesn't reduce radiant. I'm not sure if that's bugged or not, but basically when you want to use it with Surge is if you have, let's say, like power infusion, if you have a time anomaly, time warp proc, then it becomes less of a DPS loss to use it because you're not losing that global. The reason why it's kind of bad to use it with your Surge is because if I sit here, boom, and then I have to use another Arcane cast, which has a potential of getting stopped by the enemy team, whereas I could just instantly start doing my normal burst, all instant casts, and most of the time that's going to be more than enough damage to force cooldowns, land kills. And all the Radiant Spark is really doing is delaying your damage, giving the enemy team more time to notice that the damage is coming. And honestly, that Radiant, most of the time what you're doing is you're casting mass invisibility, and then you're surging, which then when you come out of mass invis and you start casting a Radiant Spark, then you actually have the potential to get kicked on Arcane, delaying your go even more, and that's just not what we want. So I hope this video was insightful about how to use Radiant Spark, and I hope you guys see the value in the ability. That's all I really have for now, and I hope you guys enjoy. Peace out.